The Navy midshipmen were on the road last weekend for the 94th meeting with the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. The Mids have only beaten the Irish once in the last 10 meetings. They had hoped to turn the tide, but the Irish beat the midshipmen for the fourth straight time in the series, 34-6.
Navy hopped on the board first against Notre Dame, eating up half a period, but ended up settling for a Bajan Nichols field goal with 3:03 left in the first quarter. It was a harbinger of how tough it would be to score. The midshipmen's defense kept it tight with a tie game at 3 until the middle of the second quarter, with the Fighting Irish, ranked in the top 10, separating themselves. A touchdown with less than 3 minutes left in the half, followed by a Jack Cone to Kevin Austin Jr.'s 70-yard bomb with 50 seconds left in the half. And just like that, Notre Dame was up 17-3 heading into the half.
That shouldn't happen. It's third and forever. You know what I mean? And that was a backbreaker. Being down 2 scores, we had to generate some more points, but giving up those plays at the end hurt.
What also hurt was the loss of starting quarterback Ty Lavatai, who left the game with a neck injury after a helmet-to-helmet hit. Navy had the ball to start the second half and showed promise with a 14-play, 71-yard, 9-minute, 44-second drive to the red zone, led by Xavier Arline, but again, only came away with 3 points. There were questions as to why head coach Ken Niumatalolo didn't go for 7.
We're going to eat so much clock. We have to finish with touchdowns. So, I mean, we never, go into practice say, we're going to get this field goal. We're always going for touchdowns. We just got to, find the film where we're shooting ourselves in the foot and do a better job executing it.
Navy's offense could never catch up to the best the defense had to offer. The 2 field goals were all the points Navy could muster against a top 10 team flexing its muscles. Notre Dame scored 3 times in the second half. Coach Niumatalolo saying the Navy D was just getting worn down.
We have to play better, and when you play a team like this, play them many times, you can't make mistakes, you got to be perfect, just because of disparity, in size and things like that. But we didn't play well enough and we didn't coach well enough for today.
Just a couple of missed assignments, and those ended up, we have a small margin of error, and you can't let those things happen.
So we've played, 4 top 25 teams, 2 top 10 teams, so, it's nothing new, but you can't shoot yourself in the foot against any team, but especially teams like this.
And while the game ended with an L for Navy, the respect between the 2 teams was evident on the field.
But, at the end, it's just 2 schools that, with a great history amongst themselves between the 2, and at the end, that's exhibited by the camaraderie at the end.
The Navy-Notre Dame rivalry is among the longest in college football. It actually dates back to 1927, and the streak of consecutive games played was interrupted only last year because of the pandemic. Navy has a bye this week, more time to stew about the loss, before returning to Annapolis for their final home game, a conference matchup with East Carolina. When Behind the Lines continues, we'll hear from some legends of the gridiron in Texas this week, how playing at the service academies shaped them on the field and in life as the Academy Football Report rolls on.